Hey, it's Pete. Welcome back. This is Book Talk. Got a good one for you today. I'm going to be talking about a book called Selling the Invisible. This is an interesting book because it gets into the psychology of selling products, in particular, intangible products, things like, content, ideas, that kind of thing. A field guide to modern marketing is what it says on the cover. How do you sell and develop something you can't touch, hear, or see? That's the problem with services. So it's a lot about service marketing. From Harry Beckwith, America's leading expert in marketing, comes with indispensable guide in the art of selling the invisible. So that's what we're going to talk about today. One of the first points he makes in this book is an important point. He says, in large part, service marketing is a popularity contest. So, in sales, it's an old axiom that, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. So if they feel you're just there to sell them something, they're going to shut you out. But if they feel like you're a real person who cares about them, then they're going to more likely be open to you. And so, first of all, you need to care for people, put their needs above your own. And if you're just an honest, sincere person, that should come across. And that's going to be key also for just for marketing. So next takeaway, look at first impressions that you make. Very important. What's the first thing you say? The first way that you position your service. Those are key statements. The first thing you say when you pick up the phone, the first thing you say on a brochure. What's the first thing you say when you position your service? Those are going to be key. Those first things are going to stick in the minds of your prospects. And so they can't be random. We need to work on those and improve them all the time. All right, another takeaway. Tell the truth. Even if it hurts to tell the truth, it will help. Look, once we lose our credibility, we've lost a lot that we may not be able to get back, and so we don't want to do that. We're better off to tell the truth, and even if we take a hit for it. So even if it hurts, tell the truth, and oftentimes we can gain the respect of people by doing that. Okay, next point. This is a key point. Stand for one distinctive thing that will give you a competitive advantage. So the more we, stand for one thing and gain expertise in one thing, that can give us a competitive advantage because we're memorable for one thing. People aren't going to remember us because we know 10 things. That's all forgettable. But if you stand for one thing and know it well and position properly, that's memorable and will have more credibility. And so that's a position of strength, according to Beckwith. Next point here. Take your position and turn it to your benefit. If you're a new company, don't try to position yourself as the number one in the field, because that may not be credible. And it may, to try and compete with the best may be tough. On the other hand, if you're small, use that to your advantage. Use your actual position to your advantage. Maybe you can offer better service because you're smaller. So look at where you're at and use it to your advantage. What do you guys think? Hit me in the comments. Have you noticed that specialization, focusing on one thing, is a benefit? Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. It's good for the algorithm. It helps me out. All right, number 117. His position. Oh, okay. Hold on. Next key point is, in everything, focus wins. We kind of focused on that when we talked about one thing, but he hits it again because it's so important. And last point we're gonna talk about is in every measure, differentiators beat the tightwads every time. So differentiation is going to be important. Whether if we're selling something and we're just the same as everyone else, there's really no urgency to buy from us. And plus, we're forced to compete on price at that point, and so there's nothing really to do but compete on price, lower your price, and it becomes less productive to do that. But when we focus on differentiation, when we emphasize differentiation, it allows us to stand out, and that's what we want to do in selling, is stand out as distinctive and tremendous value. So there you go. That's a taste of Selling the Invisible. Excellent book from Harry Beckwith. So check it out, and have a good one. God bless.